Standing here in the rain in Florida. We are in the old original parking lot of what was the world famous, if you want to call it that, XANADU House of the Future. This is where all the patrons back in the day would park their cars and vehicles. They would walk up this walkway here. And in this empty area that now just sits an empty field was where the House of the Future sat. Right here on this spot of land. For some reason they have not torn down the sign. The sign is still there after all these years. You see a lot of the clay on the ground, but right where I'm standing in this spot is where the XANADU House of the Future once stood. A little bit of rubble still left from the cleanup, some rocks, some of the foundation still here. Very wet and nasty out here. Not a lot of fun. There's a couple tires. Don't ask me why those are here. Those must be tires of the future. And there's the sign. Famous sign. Still sitting on the main Highway 192. Still standing here are one of the original lights that used to shine upon the magnificent creation known as XANADU, Home of the Future. Some of the original electrical shenanigans made the House of the Future run. But where I'm walking now, many years ago, many happy tourists came here with their families. And now I'm walking down it miserable and wet, cold, and drenched in rain. Some of the original sewage areas for XANADU, Home of the Future. And over here, looks like what we might have is the original mailbox. The XANADU Home of the Future mailbox. There's an original light pole, still there. Still there after all these years. Very, very cool. What they say in the future is definitely don't push that button. More original lights. Very cool. If you want to come out here and scavenge some of this goodness, feel free. As you obviously, there's no one going to bother you out here. That's it. Many of kids, many a parent walk down the same exit that I'm walking down, go back to their vehicles after visiting XANADU Home of the Future.